Welcome to our daily devotional video series, Spirit 23. Jesus says, "Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, so shall I be there among them." This brief video is a ministry of Trinity United Methodist Church in Seymour, Indiana. My name is Cassie, and today we will be sharing devotionals from Book 1 of The Chosen. At the end of each devotional, we will offer 3 questions that you can reflect on during the day. Please feel free to share your prayer request in the comments below. We have an amazing team of prayer warriors. Today's devotional is entitled, Proclaim. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because He has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to the captives and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty those who are oppressed, and to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. Luke chapter 4, verses 18 through 19. Many people have said Jesus never claimed to be God, that He was a good man and a powerful teacher, a humanitarian, and an example that we should follow, but that He didn't actually claim to be more than that, and His followers added the divine part. That's incorrect. Take, for instance, the moment in the synagogue in Nazareth, his hometown. He showed up on a Sabbath day, like he'd always done, and volunteered to read from the scroll of the prophet Isaiah. He found the place where our verse of the day was written, a verse written in the 8th century BC about the coming Messiah, and read it out loud. Then he sat down and said, "Today, this scripture has been fulfilled in your hearing." Verse 21. Excuse me? How crazy that statement must have seemed to the people who attended a gazillion Shabbat services with Jesus. He'd grown up in their small town and sat under the rabbi's teaching and played games with kids in the street, whittled wood with his dad, and according to the Bible, wasn't above average in any visible way. And during Jesus' life of 30 years, not to mention the 400 prior, the people were eagerly awaiting for the Messiah, the one who would be king and liberate them from the oppressive Roman rule. At least, that's what they assumed the Messiah would be and do, but they misunderstood the prophecies. To proclaim good news to the poor. Jesus came preaching heaven, its riches, its beauty, its infinity, and its availability. He came with the message that there's more to life than what we see. More for those literally disenfranchised, and more for those impoverished in their soul. To proclaim liberty to the captives. Jesus was not a political liberator. He was a spiritual liberator. He came to pronounce freedom from the sin that enslaves and all the eternal consequences it ensures. Recovering of sight to the blind. Jesus healed people physically, but the physical healing was only a picture of what was necessary spiritually. Jesus came to open people's eyes and hearts to their sins, to their need for help and mercy, and to His desire and ability to restore them. To proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. Jesus and the gift of salvation He would offer expressed God's favor toward us, a world in desperate need of Him. Jesus was indeed a good man and a powerful teacher, one who was kind and loving and inclusive in all of that. But He also claimed to be the fulfillment of Old Testament prophecy regarding the one who would save the world. And on that Sabbath day, in his quiet hometown, he proclaimed it in a way that no one in the room misunderstood. The long foretold Messiah you've been preaching about in your synagogue for centuries, I'm him. Our prayer focus for today is thank God for his heart for the oppressed. Ask him to give you that same heart, and then ask him for courage to proclaim the good news as boldly as Jesus did. Today's questions to ask yourself are, which of Jesus's character qualities most stand out to you in this story? Why do you think that Jesus began his 3 years of ministry with this particular public display in his hometown? What are ways that you can display the same love for those that Jesus came for as the prophecies indicate? I thank you for joining us today and listening to our daily devotional reading. We hope that you've enjoyed listening today, and as always, we are open and willing to hear your prayer requests. Please list them below in the comments. We wish to pray for you as our team of prayer warriors are always out there listening, and we hope that you have a blessed day.